Namaste Krishna Rao garu. Welcome to IYR Talks English edition. And today I just want your reflections on the recent episode what we have seen in Bangladesh. In fact, we discussed about this Bangladesh issue in couple of our editions when the Prime Minister has been thrown out, and then later the anarchy by the military rulers and all that. So now recently we have seen the one of the prime persons of ISKCON has been mishandled by the so-called Muslim fancies. So whether Bangladesh is also going in the path of Pakistan, Afghanistan, and this Islamic belief means Islamic fundamentalism, is it going to be the thing in all these Muslim countries? And I think this way it is not going to bring any harmony in future with the other nations. So in fact there is an uproar across the world about the Islamic fundamentalism, and I think a correction needs to be taken by the leaders of the fundamentalists, that they should respect the other religions also along with them for their survival in the respective nations and countries. So I just want your reflection on that.
Yeah, I think there seems to be something fundamentally wrong with most of these Islamic nations. Islam and secularism don't seem to go together. However much they say in the end, they are turning out to be hell points for minorities. Pakistan is one example. Now Bangladesh is becoming another example. In fact, they will only remember secularism, liberalism, etc. when they are being humiliated, run roughshod over by other Muslims, like it happened in East Pakistan and West Pakistan. As long as the Punjabi Muslim section was totally dominating and marginalizing the Bengalis, then of course they talk in terms of secularism, liberalism, and then got their independence. Once independent, wherever Islamic majority is there, they turn out to be theocratic states. Bangladesh is one good example. Even in 1971, most of the Hindus were driven out of that place, not so much by the Pakistani military, but more by their own Islamic Bengali neighbors. That's the place where Naukoli and other places in 1947 itself, tremendous communal riots took place, and a lot of Hindus lost their lives. So to expect them to behave any differently is a wishful thinking. We should be prepared with that thing. Whether it is today Bangladesh, tomorrow, even in case Pakistan is divided, places like Baluchistan, Sindh and Pakistan, where there are liberation struggles going on, they will only be liberal and secular till they get their freedom. Once they get their freedom, they become theocratic, because there's a cocktail of illiteracy, Islamic fundamentalism, radicalism playing together. So most of them are illiterate and totally religion dominates their thinking. So this is a recipe for radical Islam to grow, and that's happening in Bangladesh, Pakistan, Maldives, whatever are our neighbors. So in the run, we have to be very clear whether it's Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Maldives. They are going to be fundamental Islamic countries for a long time to come, and definitely may not be liberal enough to accommodate the minorities. So minorities today have a serious problem both in Pakistan as well as in Bangladesh. How do we protect it? I think their protection is a responsibility of the Indian government, because they are unfortunate byproducts of an artificial division of this subcontinent. Otherwise, there was no need for them to be there as minorities. They could have been part of the Indian subcontinent. So India has a responsibility. It's good that Trump has given his voice in favor of Bangladeshi Hindus. We should definitely canvass their problem internationally. See that some UN observers are posted there. And in the long run, the best thing that can happen to Bangladesh is a free and fair election conducted under international supervision. This interim government has no locus standi. This Yunus fellow who is now ruling it, he is becoming a proxy to the Islamic fundamentalism. I mean, giving a color, a liberal color to fundamental Islam. And most unfortunate thing is, army itself is highly communal, whether it is in Pakistan or in Bangladesh. There is some, Zia who ruled for long, he was a fundamentalist. Similarly, who is that Anwar or some fellow who is now the Pakistani military general, he is equally fundamental. Here also the army is coming out. If army and police turn out to be fundamental, then the minorities will have no protection in those countries. So I think it's high time India intervenes through, of course it can't intervene on its own, international forums, international organizations, UN, to ensure that the minorities is protected in Bangladesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving your valuable comments on how it should be done. That's more important. Thank you very much.